This is my new old bike. Well folks, what do you think of this? This is, as I say, my new old bike. It's a second-hand rally and it's made out of steel. Never mind your carbon fibre new bikes, let's go retro. I've just picked this bike up from Bicycle Links, which is a cycle and social project shop here in Norwich. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what projects they get involved in a moment. Anyway, I've been looking to replace my old mountain bike for a little while. That's getting a bit tired. I need a bike for running into town, going to the pub, running errands, that kind of thing. And I was speaking to a friend of mine called Gary, who works at Bicycle Links, and he said, I think I've got just the replacement bike for you. And this is what he found for me. So let's take a quick overview of this magnificent beast. It's a rally. I'm not sure which model it is. It's made from steel. In fact, it's steel everything. It's got steel mudguards, stainless steel rimmed wheels, and I think the bike is in really good condition considering how old it is. It's obviously been well looked after. Just take a look at these sparkling rims, stainless steel, and they're shod with Schwalbe Marathon tyres. They're 650 by 35 alphas, giving me a pretty comfortable ride. It looks absolutely in tip-top condition for an old bike. I think it was manufactured or built around about the 1980s. It's got a 3-speed Sturmey Archer rear hub, giving me 3 gears. It's also got a built-in dynamo system with a front and rear light. And it comes with a rack for carrying some luggage. And most beautifully, a Brooks leather saddle. So I think in general this bike looks like it's in incredibly good condition. I've ridden it in and out of town a couple of times and it rides really fantastically well. The total weight of it is 17 kilograms, so it's no lightweight machine. So I think that this bike obviously has been very well cared for and I'm looking forward to riding it. But I do think that this saddle could do with a little bit of TLC. So I've been out and I bought this Brooks Profide restoration wax, and I'm going to give this saddle a bit of nurture. I'm going to work the wax into this leather, try to restore it, and hopefully prolong the life for a few more years yet. So just before I apply the wax and get working on this saddle, just to tell you about Bicycle Links. So Bicycle Links is a cycle shop and a social scheme set up here in Norwich. Bicycle Links has 2 elements to it. It's got a cycle repair workshop, and you can go and buy second-hand bikes from them. Check out their website. I'll put a link in the description below. If you check out the website, you'll see a list of the second-hand bikes that Bicycle Links are selling at the moment. But they are also involved in these social schemes. There's 3 prominent ones that they're running at the moment, which are free bikes for children. The second project is Welcome Wheels, where they are providing bikes for refugees and asylum seekers. And the third scheme is the Greater Anglia Cycle Link scheme, which is providing bikes for people who are unemployed or who need a bike for transport, either to attend an interview or undergo some further employment training. And for those eligible people, bicycles are being provided for them. Bicycle Links will also take in your second-hand bikes and recycle them, so it's stopping them going into landfills. So I think that it's definitely worth checking out Bicycle Links. Alright, so without further ado, let's get some wax on this saddle. This is the Brooks Profide that I'm going to be using on the saddle. Just using an old cloth to rub it in with. I think under the hot sun here, this wax is melting in very quickly. I've just ridden down into town to pick the bike up, and I left my old mountain bike behind as a donation. I also made a small contribution. This wax is going into the leather really well. did read somewhere that you're supposed to do the underside of the saddle as well, so I'll try and work some in there. Goodness me, this bike reminds me of the old bike that I used to cycle to school on. Looks very, very similar. Back in the 80s. So, I think that's just about the job done. Right, well that's about it folks. Off for a quick spin on my new old bike. Thanks very much for watching. If you've got any comments, please do leave them below. I'd love to know what you think about riding old bikes, steel frames. Very nostalgic. Happy riding.